So inevitably, whenever I say infinity doesn't exist in reality, that there's no physical infinity, that it's just a mathematical concept, someone brings up pi. And it's always brought up in a sort of, well, pi is infinite and never repeats, so checkmate atheists sort of way. Pi is not infinite. Our numerical representation of it as a decimal is, but pi isn't. And I'll prove it to you right now. I'm going to show you pi right now. Here it is. Pi is the relationship between the circumference of a circle and its diameter. It's 3.14, so on, so forth, but what that actually means is that the circumference of a circle is 3 of its diameters and a little bit more. This is not infinite. This is finite. It's right here. You can see it. It doesn't go on forever. It is literally 3 diameters and a bit more, and that's where it stops. You could make this out of string, or wood, or stone, and in fact, ancient mathematicians did. Pi is a finite quantity, a finite relationship. It's just that to be able to represent that finite quantity, that finite ratio, that finite relationship that you could actually see and tangibly hold in real life, you just so happen to need infinite digits. That makes the representation of pi infinite. That doesn't make pi itself infinite. And there are some really great visual representations of how pi is finite. You could actually see the circumference of the circle unraveling, and it ends up stopping at about 3 and a little bit of its diameter. But that's where it stops. It stops, so it's finite. People love to mystify pi, but it's not all that special. Tons of decimals go on forever and never repeat. That just makes it an irrational number, and we have tons of those. The square root of 5 is an irrational number. Why doesn't it get its own holiday? Or what about the golden ratio? It's an irrational number, and it got a whole JoJo's arc made out of it. Did pi ever get a JoJo's arc made out of it? I don't think so. So yeah, pi isn't the stunning proof of infinity that you think it is. It's a finite thing that we can see, that we can touch, and that we can make. It's just that our representation of it is an irrational number which needs infinite digits.